everyone, this is Demeka, your herbal formulator, aka root worker. This video is about healing crystals for beginners. I have 6 crystals that I work with regularly, and I feel like if you are into crystals or you're beginning to get into crystals and you need a couple or a few that are versatile in a lot of ways that you can use on a regular and they're easy to get your hands on, these are the 6 that I recommend. So up first, we're gonna dive into this clear quartz. I don't even know if this really helps. You know, I always see people doing this in videos, and sometimes the crystal or whatever it is that they're working with gets clear. So I don't know if that's working, but hopefully you can see it clearly. This is clear quartz. Now this is one of the best crystals that you can have in your stash. Like if you can't get your hand on no other crystal, clear quartz should be the easiest. This energy goes with pretty much, not well energy, but crystal. This crystal goes with pretty much any other crystal that you may have or you may get, because the energy from it, it helps to amplify the energy of the other one. So it doesn't matter which crystal you have, this crystal is gonna magnify the energy of that crystal. And it just works so well with other crystals. This clear quartz, it helps to raise your consciousness towards enlightenment. So if you're somebody that likes to do a lot of meditating and stuff like that, and you really want to get into higher realms of consciousness, this is the stone to work with. This stone is actually called the Master Healer because, you know, it does so much as far as it's healing, and it's being able to amplify and magnify energies. One thing that I do want to say about this crystal, you want to make sure that you cleanse it regularly. Like this is one of those crystals, it just has a tendency to pick up on a lot. So this is one that you want to cleanse regularly. Up next is one of my favorites, is Amethyst. Amethyst is a good stone for people. If you have addictions, I don't care if it's a food addiction, it could be a drug addiction, you could be addicted to cigarettes, it doesn't matter. This is one of those crystals that you want to work with if you're having those type of issues. This crystal helps if you just want a peace of mind, baby. Like it's like everything is just crumbling around you, or the kids getting on your nerves, or your spouse is getting on your nerves. Honey, take this crystal, place it on that forehead, that third eye, and zone the hell out. So yeah, this is a very good crystal to use for a peace of mind. And if you're wanting spiritual protection, this is a good stone to use for that. I'm gonna use stone and crystal, you know, in and out because it's the same thing to me. It's a stone, it's a crystal, gemstone, it's all the same. But yes, this is amethyst. If you're wanting to discover some things about yourself, this is another stone to work with. It helps with self-discovery. Maybe you're at crossroads, don't know what to do. Work with this stone. Okay. Up next is another one of my favorites. This is rose quartz. And I'm gonna tell you, some of these stones, not all stones look the same. Like you might find another rose quartz that's very clear. Like this is a little cloudy. I actually have some more stones coming soon. I just ordered some more, so I'm gonna have, if this video I'm filming now in November of 2018. So I will have in December, I'm gonna have like around 4 to 5 new stones on my website. So if you go over to healthylivingjourney.com, and I'm gonna have a link in the description below to where you can purchase your crystals from. but I'm gonna have a few more stones, a few more new stones coming soon. I don't have a real wide selection, but I have most of the popular ones. I sell most of the popular ones on my site. But this is rose quartz. This is the stone you want to work with when you are dealing with any type of love issues. I don't care if you just went through a breakup. Work with the rose quartz. If you're looking for love, you're looking for a mate, work with rose quartz. If you just lost a loved one, work with rose quartz. This stone is just great for healing and opening up your heart chakra. If you have problems with anger and you want to release and let go, work with rose quartz. This is the stone of unconditional love. It's a very nurturing stone. So this is definitely a stone that you want to keep. Women, place it in your bra. You can stay loving all day long. Rose quartz. Up next, citrine. Citrine helps with heightening your self-discipline. And this means a lot to me because according to my astral chart, I was born when Saturn was retro. And for my people who are into astrology, we know that when someone is born when their Saturn is retro, it means that the father figure in the household was not there. Even if they was physically there, in that person's mind who was born under that aspect, they felt like their father wasn't there. So when the father figure is not in the home, there is a level of self-discipline that isn't passed down to that child. So for me, not having my father in the home, and it's not because he didn't want to be there. My father passed away when I was around 11 months old, so he just physically wasn't here. But a level of self-discipline was not given to me, and this stone helps with that because I really have to put myself in check a lot of the times because I'm not doing the necessary things that I need to do. So citrine has really helped me with discipline myself. So this is a good stone for that. This is also a stone that a lot of people use when they're trying to have some type of financial abundance or success. This is a good stone for that. It's also a good stone for, say for instance, if you're in a relationship and there is a lot of disharmony in the relationship, you just don't know how to work things out verbally. Work with citrine. Citrine will help you in harmonizing relationships, be it a spouse, family member. It'll definitely help to harmonize your relationship. In addition, it can clear the mind and boost your creativity. So it's definitely a good stone to work with for that. Up next is hematite. Hematite. This is the grounding, or this is the master grounding stone. I tell people when they just feel like, oh my God, everything is happening at one time. My car broke down. I lost my job. My husband left, my girlfriend left, whatever, it just seemed like everything is just going on with you. I tell people, get you a piece of hematite and go sit next to a tree, baby. That is my cure. Hematite and a tree. If you're someone that's dealing with a lot of negative thoughts, use hematite. If you're at work and you have a lot of negative co-workers, use some hematite. If you are in a household, maybe you're living with a lot of negative people, use or work with the hematite. This is the master grounding stone. Hectic life, use hematite. Last but not least, this is bloodstone. A lot of people who work with bloodstone are generally working with it because it helps with those who are trying to draw on abundance and prosperity. So this is one of those money crystals that a lot of people like to work with. In the name itself, Bloodstone, this is very good for people who are having physical issues that deals with the blood. So maybe you have high blood pressure, work with Bloodstone. Maybe you are anemic, use Bloodstone. Maybe you have poor circulation, use Bloodstone. Even helps with diabetes, use Bloodstone. This stone can help with boosting the immune system. It can help with purifying the blood and the different diseases that are within the blood. It can also help with those who are dealing with chronic illnesses. Bloodstone, work with it. It can even boost your energy levels to help you stay focused. Bloodstone. So these are the 6 stones that I actually tell people about. And like I said, they're very easy to get. Clear quartz, amethyst, rose quartz, citrine, hematite, bloodstone. Now, my favorite stone that I personally like to use is Lapis Lazuli. Oh, I love this stone. Even before I knew what this stone was about, I just fell in love with it. I don't know if it's the name, Lapis Lazuli. I don't know, but I just fell in love with it. And then come to find out that it helps with thyroid issues. And if you saw my previous video, I stated to you that I sometimes suffer with hypothyroidism. And it's, like I said before, it's basically stemming from me not really wanting to live out my purpose, which is to be a teacher. I just don't care to teach. But I am making myself, like I'm doing more videos and stuff now to teach this way. I actually have a meetup group. If you're in Georgia, Atlanta area, Atlanta metro area, I have a meetup group. It's called Atlanta Spiritualism. No, I'm sorry. Because I changed the name. It used to be Atlanta Spiritualism. Now it's called Higher Spiritual Journey. Higher Spiritualism Journey. One of those. But I'll even put the link for that in the description below. It's a meetup group where I've already kind of started doing a little teaching in it, but I have a lot more things that are going to be coming up soon. So if you're in the Atlanta metro area, I urge you to join that group and come out to some of the meetups that I'm going to be having soon. But again, Lapis Lazuli, one of the best stones. And this is becoming one of these type of stones that you can get pretty much everywhere. But this one is a little bit more pricey. Like, the highest one up here is probably going to be the citrine. And it's a lot of fake citrine out here on the market. Citrine should look like this. This is the color of citrine. Now, let me just show you this right quick. Yeah, it's in here. This is supposedly citrine druze. Now, let me just say this. I'm saying supposedly because from what I have researched and found out is that a lot of the citrine druze that's like this color is nothing more than burnt amethyst. Right, burnt amethyst. Because what will happen with amethyst, even citrine. So let me just say this. So the amethyst, rose quartz, citrine, these are stones that you do not want to keep in the sunlight because they will fade. I'm going to give you an example of the amethyst that has faded. This is amethyst, but it has faded. And this is amethyst that has faded even more. Oh, y'all gotta excuse my nails, baby. but it's still amethyst. Now, I've had people to ask, well, if it fades, does that mean that the energy from it fades as well? And to answer that, I would have had to work with it during those steps or during that process to know. So I don't know, you know, I don't know if it fades, but this is another citrine points, supposedly, again, because from what I heard, is nothing more than burnt amethyst. And another one, they say when it's this dark, it's burnt amethyst. So that is all for show and tell today. But look out for the next video after this, because what I'm going to do in the next video, I'm going to give you some tips or some techniques on how you can use your stone, because after people buy the stones, then they ask, well, how can I use them? So I'm going to give you some techniques in the video that's following this one. And I'll put the link to that in the description below as well. So until next time, this is Demeka. I hope you guys have a safe and blessed day. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share if you found this video useful and helpful. All right, peace.